Hi there everybody, and welcome to episode 6 of my 500 threat rating with Randy Random, all passions, no skills, naked brutality, you know the drill. So, let's see, we had our first real big and nasty raid last episode, and things only went our way very closely. So, things I've learned out of that, what worked very good were animals. What worked were way less good, Garen. So Garen though is still the man with the best melee skill that I have available, and I don't have any real guns available. There's still downed Roger and well, paralytic Abasia, striking him down to bed 21 more days. I would need some Glitterworld medicine to change that. Otherwise, there's no way to get him out of that. So I don't have any way to fix that either. So overall, things worked out somehow, but I really didn't like how close everything was in the end. That's something I really gotta say. Alright, but whatever might be the case, we did it, and that's all that mattered. And let's see if I can survive episode 6 as well. So I'm going to make a butcher job only for Galvin, because I just noticed that Galvin is a psychopath, and therefore I don't mind if she does what she wants to do, because human leather is really worth a ton, and while Garen doesn't need it, doesn't like it, here we butchered human-like. It's a pretty minor mood debuff, it's only 6, and apart from that, nothing else will happen. There's one thing though that's really important to do. For some odd reason, your peeps are still eating human meat. I don't know why. It's regular, it's a standard enabled thing, and if I remember correctly, the last time I had the problem, okay, this time it's not on. Alright, just wanted to check that nobody's cooking with it either. So this way the animals will sooner or later eat it up, and we won't be having any problems. So I'm not having... well, the warg will eat it, I hope. And now I have the problem with some tainted clothing, but that's also no problem at all. We just don't allow clean apparel, and that's the whole problem already solved. So let's refuel that and burn some things there, because I don't like to have tainted clothing in my storage. Alright, there we go. So the traps were really a good thing, yet still I feel like I want to create some artificial obstacles to lure my enemies harder into those traps, because I felt like that didn't work out good enough for my taste. Alright, so let's do the job declarations for today. Garen, I want him in the crafting as much as possible. Galvin, I want her to build some walls. I'm even considering wooden walls, because the wooden walls are built very fast and they do exactly what I want, and that's a quick and simple obstacle for my enemies to stumble about. I don't want Galvin to stop her meal, only because it's there's some fire outside there. There we go. Okay. As usual, things are spoiling slowly here. And yeah, there was another thing I had on my mind, and that's flooring. Normally, I have a strong dislike against wooden floors due to the fact that they burn that easily. But under the given circumstances, I'm rethinking my stance, simply because Now let's turn off the handling on her, simply because no flooring is making my people so unhappy, and mental breakdowns are dangerous. Mental breakdowns are, as a matter of fact, one of the most dangerous things in the game right now, so that's why I agree with the last somebody who told me that NutriPaste usage is a pretty nifty thing to do, but I hate NutriPaste. I don't know why. I feel like, no, I can't tell why. I feel like NutriPaste is horribly balanced. It, I don't know why there has to be something in-game that's practically, out of a min-maxing perspective, it's just better than anything else. I don't get it, but what? Just my personal opinion, that's why I don't use it. Because it is a fact that NutriPaste is overpowered as heck. The mood debuff is pretty low, and there's no food poisoning chance involved. The stuff gets produces itself passively. The only downside is basically the people hate to eat it. But I don't think that this is an okay balancing for me. I feel like there should be a worse downside to that. Like with constant consumption of that stuff. I don't know. It just feels like a little bit too good to be true. That's my personal stance on that. But everybody can play Rimworld as he or she wants to do. That's the most wonderful thing about this game. Freedom of choice for each and everybody. I don't mind geeks out there having things running which I don't like to run. I don't care at all. So that's my personal stance on the NutriPaste dispenser, if anybody was asking himself, why the heck don't I use it? I know that it's there, I know that it's great, I'm not denying that, but I don't like the gameplay flair of that. I rather go down with the food poisoning with some self-cooked food. It's just me being stubborn, I know. Okay, so more floor. Needs more floor. Also, the beauty of these raw walls is also pretty horrible. Gotta change something about that too in the future, huh? Okay, let's see what Galvin does today. She goes for some more cookery, that's fine. Her cooking skill is already pretty insane as well. And more floors, good. Transport pod crash, Virgil. A refugee from the Foxes of War. Yeah, okay, man. Why should I actually save you? I mean, the Foxes of War are just your regular pirate band. Nah. Go die outside there, Virgil. I hope Galvin doesn't pick him up just like she did with Roger. Last time, she had a soft spot for him as well. But with Roger, at least I can get it. He's part of our colony. Security for a royal. I would need a acolyte compatible bedroom. It's a shame that I can't provide that yet. But at the same time, I'm very, very afraid about the next attack, to be quite honest. And I know why. Because it's damn frightening what the game flings at me at this point. So we're doing those blocks forever. Great. Can't somebody else do the cooking? Yeah. I'll assign that now to Garen next, because Garen is just having not as many jobs as Galvin. So I'll rather let him do the cookery, so Galvin is able to do more different and important things during the day. Alright, there we go. So, it's an awful bedroom, I see. Let's clean it and see what it's afterwards. Still awful. I think I can't change this being an awful room with a crematorium. with the -10 beauty debuff. And those nasty walls. Maybe if I get rid of the nasty walls, but not before that. Yeah, well, I need a storage room too. There's still plenty of things to do. I'm aware. I'm not entirely convinced that this whole flooring ops of mine here is really a wise choice. But at the same time, I feel like this gives so much mental stability to my peeps here if they are having a more tidy environment. Rimworlders are really neurotic when it comes down to ugliness and stuff. What I mean is they're breaking down quite regularly, and there's a blight on my potato plants. So yeah, no potatoes, I guess. Gonna let Garen do that. His plant skill might be not as good as Galvin's, but Galvin deserves some good night's rest. No, man. Seriously? Now you can go to bed. Good job. Okay. So I just figured the obstacle walls will be done out of stone and not out of wood, because my wood is necessary for other things. So let's see if I can pull up something I had in my mind. Alright. Basically, I'd like to have some... Let's make something like that, why not? That's quite good. I mean, this is also creating a room for... I'm only doing a square here because I want to create a room for the geothermal power. If I ever get there, it's going to be awesome. But the other idea behind that now will be a little bit more clear in a moment there. So here we go. That's more like it. Now I need entry points. This is just meant to force enemies into more close corners. Not more, not less. So with these constructions, my basic idea is it's going to be easier to kite them over traps this way. I know that I could just build up a kill box maze, trap maze, basically. But, well, I don't feel too comfy with these solutions. It's the same argument as with the Nutri paste. Yes, sure, it's awesome, and you're cheesing the game like a madman. But at the same time, I don't feel like the game is meant to be played like that. And also, I'm very scared about drop pod raiders in this scenario. Honestly, if I would force some more drop pods or transport or stuff like that into my colony, this might be quite devastating. So Rex from the Golader faction, these guys are worth rescuing at this point because reasons. So arf. I really don't have any prison compatible room. Dang. Off in the freezer he goes. There's one problem with the freezer situation. You always got to be careful because your people are not really considering this as a accessible spot anymore if there's a prisoner in there. So Carl got the plague. Alright. So let's check it out. Super immune. Okay. It's quite useful, but I'm gonna release the boy. So I hope he's not suffering hypothermia here. Nope. Okay. Did we treat Carl? Okay, that doesn't look good for Carl, if you ask me. So I'll rather fetch myself some heal root here in between and make sure Carl gets some proper treatment. There we go. Let's see if I can fetch up one more, or two, or three. Temperate Forest was such a lucky random biome for me. Keep realizing that more and more. Alright. So, come on, Galvin, don't be like that. Thanks. Chances are that Rex is going to eat the human meat. I approve. I'm not proud of it, but I approve, okay? So tomorrow I gotta be on the hunt, I guess. So pretty unhappy with my options for weapons here. So the Iqua 6.04 average damage and the steel knife 5.85. So not really a noticeable difference. Too bad. Well, still gonna knife down some squirrel today. Bang. It's just a little snack, but sometimes a little snack is all we can get. Just kidding, I'm just not there yet. I think I'm going to hunt myself a new alpaca today, because food is running low. People are starving? Ah, yeah, of course. That's what I said. They're not taking this area for a food area anymore. It's very, very weird. So, the only thing I can do is deconstructing this, and now they're going to eat something again. There we go. It's such a odd occurrence, but we're now releasing Rex anyways, so that problem has solved itself. Awesome. Okay, now then, more wood, more traps, more everything. But most importantly, more alpaca. Us hungry. Originally, one of those alpaca, these alpaca are all meant to be tamed, but were meant to be tamed. But I think I don't have that luxury right now. Gotta haul up some more food. So the Golader are a little bit less angry with me now. So how's Carl's plague? Carl's going to be fine. Very good. Oh, I got the thingy now. So let's do different jobs. All animal corpses which are rotten, and all human-like corpses which are not colonists. There we go, but this order is suspended for now, because I'm not sure how, if I'm not going to go for some more human butchery, since I have a psychopath, you know? Okay. A little bit better, but not much. Okay. How's my stone stockpiles? Well, Not the horseshoe pin, Randy. Come on, you're overdoing it right now. Okay, that's just too much, man. You can't take the horseshoe pin, okay? There have to be limits to your evil doing. Okay, so Galvin is now having the odd problem of fighting a fire which is only partially in her home zone. I could bet that there was at least one or two, there were at least one or two squares which were not exactly in her home zone. Oh, there's one thing I want to make sure. That's something like that. Don't want to risk collapsing roofs, and I don't want to have the whole room filled with the steam geyser heat. This way the heat of the geyser will be locked into that room, and that's pretty much always a good thing to do. Okay, so how's Galvin? She's hungry. But apart from that, let's head down there and shoot some animals to be less hungry. And train shooting, of course. Level 10. Nice. So I just decided that I'm going to go for a bigger hunt now. She definitely can use that training if you ask me. Nice. So that's going to be a little bit more food for the next few days. And also leather, which I desperately need for better gear, clothing, whatever. Money, mostly. Mostly money. Because clothing is always a good source of income. If you're low on money, tailor something. Basically always worth your time. So let's make some dusters, but please not out of the funky leather. There we go. Alright. And as soon as Galvin is having a decent level of crafting too, I might be even considering crafting a new weapon for Garen. The most important thing that's really troubling me is I'm not finding time to do research at all, and that's really a problem. So I'm gonna put Garen onto the highest priority for science. If he ever finds time, he should do. He should definitely do. So Green, let's see if there's anything in your inventory that I want to have. That would be awesome. But before we talk about anything else, wouldn't you mind to have some... No, I'm not gonna. Wait a sec. I'm gonna smelter that stuff. It's foolish. You got a normal quality steel knife. That's the only thing. But no, I'm not going to smelt down that stuff. Just realized how much I'll need a few coins, much more than a few scraps of steel. Because if I need a few scraps of steel, dig here. If I need more steel, well, I just gotta look up the neighborhood, I guess. And that should be all it takes. So, this guy is from the Trame Union, which are the Gentle Tribe. Just was considering for a moment to kill this poor guy, just because. That's what life outside here does with me. So, the trap spam is real. The trap spam itself aggravates the chance of more raids that are flagged as unusually intelligent or sappers in general. because that's just how the game tortures you. It always, the storytellers always try to attack you in the long run on your weakest spot. Just in case if you didn't know that. Alright. This is such a lengthy project that I'm not even sure anymore if it was worth my time, honestly. But at the same time, yeah, the answer, I'm pretty sure that the answer is yes, it is worth my time. I just don't have enough capable hands to get that good idea done. And that's the main problem, I think. So, I really want Garen next on more planned jobs, because I'm lacking so much building material here in general. And he's not bad with that. Sam's salvation. Yeah, sure. I don't know how I'm supposed to enter a combat site which is far away from here and not while not dying. No, we're not sowing more potatoes there. As cute as I find the idea, though. Alright. So, there goes. Let's see how good this whole plan will work in reality. I mean, the amount of traps inside my base is insane. You shouldn't be drunk in my base. That's one thing for sure. 18 finished and 10 new blueprints. That's a total of 28 traps in my base here right now. In numbers, that's around like over 1,000 units of wood. Like 28 times 45. Let's see. It's almost one. Yeah, around 1.2k. I'm too lazy to gobble up the rest of those numbers. So let's see. Garen wasn't too bad at mining, wasn't he? I keep random drafting my people here because it's so necessary to get things done, and I don't respect night times too much anymore. I feel like a bad person sometimes. But then I know, then I remember myself that survival is at stake, you know. So there's a little hollow in here, I can already tell by the corner of the wall there. Okay, we've struck compact machinery. Awesome, isn't it? So why is she carrying alpaca wool and wood? That doesn't make sense. Or he, much more. What's wrong, Garen? Why doth thy inventory looketh so funky? Alright. So now the security measures are finally getting done. Well. Oh, there's a turkey to shoot. Always like those opportunities. So this biome here is even during the winter time not too nasty at all. I mean, we're in the midst of winter and I'm having a 14-degree nice weather. So let's start and allow the agriculture again. I feel like this might be a wise choice to do. Yay, simple meals. Alright. So another thing I got in my mind is I want to get rid of the storage room flare in here. So it's a mediocre barracks at least now. Nice. So one more thing, we're going to establish a warehouse-like situation out there too. As soon as I have the material, of course, but, oh, wait a sec, why not make it out of limestone instead? No reason to do everything out of granite. There we go. Stop that stargazing nonsense. Start working. Yeah, great. So Galvin, go to jail. By the way, I need a jail. Garen's gonna arrest you. Oh, Galvin already snapped out of it. Great. Sometimes when you grab people on an insulting spree for no particular understandable reason at all, they just snap out of it. Sometimes it just happens. When it happens, be happy because you're seeing the end of the breakdown immediately. And the best part about that, I even forced out the catharsis. So friends, time to say goodbye for today. Another day survived. Randy is really hitting me on the low end with rates in this series. I consider myself very, very lucky, and I'm quite curious to see how bad this works with what I'm constructing here. Feel free to drop me a comment as usual. I know that you want to talk to me. No, just kidding. I'd love to hear from you guys, and feel free to leave a thumbs up if you want to support the series. Your help goes a long way, and apart from that, feel free to subscribe and turn on those notifications if you want to, or if you want to check out my Discord server in the description below. There you find my release schedule for everything YouTube related. Whatever might be the case, I hope you're having a great day, and I hope we're going to see each other soon. Until then, goodbye.